It's The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. Along with the NBC Orchestra, join Johnny and his guests, Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, Johnny and June, Conway Twitty, Sir Tom Jones, Roy Orbison, James Brown and Jerry Lee Lewis, and Joan Embry from the San Diego Zoo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to The Tonight Show starring faux Johnny Carson. This is our tribute show tonight, and we are all paying tribute to our idols. And of course, if this festival were being held in 1976, I would be an ETA. But it's not. So I had to settle for what I do now, which is, as Ben said, you're gonna go and work hard for 3 minutes? Good for you, Tom, thanks. Oh my goodness, how's everybody doing tonight? It's Mardi Gras night. I brought my beads. I earned these beads. The first Mardi Gras was actually held in Mobile, Alabama. That's right. People in Mobile used to yell out to get the beads. They would say, "Show us your test scores." And it just really, the Mardi Gras people said, we should move to New Orleans and come up with a new phrase to yell. Because "show us your test scores" just didn't go over. Yeah. Oh, how many of you heard today, this is weird to say, a new Beatles record came out today. Did you hear about this? It's true. It's true. The band was very excited about it. I was very excited about it. They used AI technology to take this really loud piano, sorry, Jody, this really loud piano off of a John Lennon little demo record, and the other Beatles got together, Ringo and Paul, and they had a guitar part that George had recorded back in the 90s for this song, but they couldn't use it at the time because they didn't have the technology, because the piano was just way too loud. But AI, they used this technology and they stripped it and they put this new Beatle record out. It was a lot of trouble to do, and all I kept thinking was, you know, Pete Best is sitting at home waiting on the phone to ring. They could have had another Beatle record. They didn't have to wait on all this technology. Yeah, okay, well, we're gonna get rid of the Pete Best joke on the second show. Today on the calendar is the Day of the Dead. Congratulations, you're doing a great job. Also, you put the joke that's gonna bomb before that joke. You see what? It's a science. Also today's celebrity birthdays. Well, first of all, who's having a birthday today or this week? Anybody having a birthday today or this week? This year? Anybody having a birthday? Oh, okay, good. David Schwimmer from Friends is having a birthday. He turns 57. Yeah, that's what happens when you go day to day. And there was a passing, I mean, not, you know, sad about Matthew Perry, but there was another celebrity passing. The incredible, iconic basketball coach, Bobby Knight, passed away. Did you hear about that? And they're going to have a very formal funeral for him. It's a 21-chair throne salute. I got him back, Jody. I got him back. Also, too, they released the word of the year. The dictionary, the Merriam-Webster people, released the word of the year, and that word is artificial intelligence, which is kind of what I got at Ole Miss. I went to Ole Miss just for that joke, actually. That's what I did. It replaces last year's word. So AI is this year's word of the year. It replaces last year's word of the year, FU. But, yeah, you have to go to state for that one. Oh, I join in with my Mississippi State brother in saying, Hell State. Oh, I'm sorry, Hail. Sorry, Hail, sorry. All right, we've got merchandise available for people right here in the venue. We've got the John Daly EP Pawn Shop You can go get a great souvenir. We've also got B&K Enterprises. You can dress like Elvis. They've got all the great outfits. Also, Cheryl's bracelets. Cheryl is selling bracelets for your arms and wrists and wherever else you want to put a bracelet, and they have many cool things on them. We're trying to move the I Heart Tom Brown. She came in with a inventory of 1, and I checked. She still has it. So. And also, a lot of the ETAs have tables outside with the information about the things they're doing and all the festivals they're attending. So be sure to go by and check that out. There's so much for you to do. I know it's all compacted into the evening, but we have the afternoons. You can hang around and visit everybody. And also remember, like we did last night, we have the food that's available. You put your order in before 9 o'clock back at the bar. Just wait on Jack. He'll move out of the way eventually. And you can go up there and order your food by 9 o'clock. Now, really quickly, I know a lot of you haven't had time to be on social media lately. So I went through some social media posts, and I have some photos that I found online that I wanted to share with you. And let's bring up the first one here. Now, how many of you remember this Oscar photo from the Oscars when Ellen hosted? See there's Jennifer Lawrence there, and look, there's Meryl Streep and Bradley Cooper, and the guy on the right, and Brad Pitt. And there's Julia Roberts, and then there's Kevin Spacey in the back. Now, last night, this photo was recreated completely by accident. Next photo, right there, look at that. Absolutely by accident. Yeah. And if you go back to the other photo, Alex, can you go back to the other photo? And then go back forward, I'm actually Kevin Spacey. Yeah, not real happy about that one, but that one's a complete accident. Now, a lot of you have asked about protection, and I didn't know what you were talking about. I thought I did, and I answered it, and it was not what this lady was asking me about. She said, sometimes walking around here, I feel, they talked about bears, and there could be things out here. I mean, I feel pretty, I want some protection. And I said, well, I don't know where they sell bullets, but that was not what she was talking about. And I just wanted to for that lady, I wanted to make sure that she knew about the fact that we have protection here. We have the Village People. They've brought members of the military and cowboys to protect us. The Village People aging differently than I thought they would, really. And then we have, and that's not we have private law enforcement that we have here as well. We have Batman, and it's the first time I've ever actually requested to be arrested. And she didn't need my handcuffs. She had her own. It's amazing. And finally, almost finally, last night was our Halloween contest, and this was pretty embarrassing. I mean, go to this next photo. There's a lot that we do here for fun, but the fact that people dressed up like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, I think that I don't think that was proper. I really don't think that was proper. I'm sorry. And then I also don't think it was proper. Next photo. That these guys dressed up like a historic photo that I have from 30 years ago when Kasey and Cliff and I were working backstage, and they recreated that moment as well. I used to look exactly like that. This is what happens after stress and Jeff Lewis. And next photo. This was embarrassing. Now, I found out later that Rianne was actually dressing up like a character from a TV show called Game of Thrones. Do you know that? What's the character called, Ree? Khaleesi. Khaleesi. I just thought she was dressing up like old Rianne, but... And somebody said, well, if she's old Rianne, what are you? And I said, what do you mean, what am I? And they said, well, what are you supposed to be? And I go, I'm not in that photo. Always wear a mask, Rianne. And finally, it's so exciting that Coat is our champion, but we've got to teach him a little bit about showbiz. He did one show yesterday with an empty house facing the wrong way, the audience facing the wrong way. But he gave it his all. He did it for about an hour and a half. He gave out scarves, no one took them. It was really embarrassing. All right, we're gonna get on with our show now, thank God, and we're gonna pay tribute to some incredible performers, and our first